Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use the free Uber Suggest tool and the free Keywords Everywhere tools to find basically an unlimited amount of blog post ideas. So the first thing we're going to do is just go over to Google and click on, or I'm sorry, type in Keywords Everywhere Chrome and then hit search, and that'll take you here to Keywords Everywhere Chrome extension. You're just going to click on that app. Up here you're going to see a button that says Add to Chrome. You'll just click on that and it will bring up this, and you'll simply click Add Extension, and it's going to add that tool to my search bar up top. I'm going to drag it over here so you can see it. Here is the Keywords Everywhere Chrome extension. Now it says, thank you for installing Keywords Everywhere browser add-on. You need to sign up below for the free API key to use it. So what you'll do is you'll enter your email, click email me the API key, and it's going to say, awesome, I've emailed you the API key. Great. So I'm going to go over to my email. I'm going to check my inbox, and I'm going to have an email with my API key. I'm going to copy that email. I'm going to copy that API key, and then I'm going to go up here to my Chrome extension. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to come down here to where it says Update Settings, and I'm going to click on that. It's going to take me to this little screen here where the first option is your API key. I'm going to paste my API key in there, and then I'm going to click Validate right here to the right of that window. Great, the API key is valid. That's awesome. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to ubersuggest.io. And so let's say that we have a sewing business, which is what I'm going to say in this example. So how to sew. I'm going to type that in and click suggest. Uber Suggest is going to do its thing, and it returns 346 results. So already, see, the monthly volume is really what we were interested in. And that number wouldn't be there if we hadn't installed the Keywords Everywhere tool ahead of time. So we put the Keywords Everywhere tool in to give us an idea of how many people are searching for these terms, because otherwise you could end up writing blog posts that no one is searching for or interested in. So this is just a really good way to make sure that people are searching for what you want to write about. So automatically we can see how to sew, 22,000 people are searching for that. How to sew a button, 12,100. How to sew a dress, 6,600. Now these are all great terms, but these are very short terms. They're not long tail keywords. A long tail keyword is something like a question. So how to sew a dress for little girls would be a long tail keyword example, because it's more like a question. And it would be much easier to get on page 1 of Google for a term like that than it would for a term like how to sew, because how to sew probably has a ton of large sewing companies ranking for those terms. So the chances of ranking for that are pretty low. So we find a term that we're interested in here. So how to sew a dress, for example. And what we do is just go up here and type in how to sew a dress. Click suggest. Uber Suggest does its thing, and it returns 312 more options based on the term how to sew a dress. Great, so we scroll down and we can see that how to sew a dress shirt has 170 people a month searching for it. That's a pretty good term. If you know how to sew a dress shirt, then and you can make a really strong blog on sewing a dress shirt, then your chances of ranking in Google are pretty good. And if you get on page 1 of Google, then you're potentially getting 170 people per month coming to your website based on that one blog alone. How to sew a dress step by step has 590 people searching for it every month. So if you could make a strong tutorial on how to sew a dress step by step, then you could even turn that into a course. You could make a course on sewing different types of dresses step by step. Let's see what else is in here. How to sew a dress by hand, so that could be a module in your course. How to sew a dress step by step by hand. You could potentially pull in another 260 people based on that, so on and so forth. So you can go through here and see, okay, great, 110 people are searching for how to make a dress at home. That's good. If you can provide them with an article that teaches them, or a video that teaches them how to make a dress at home, they're going to be interested. They're already looking for it. All you have to do is provide them with the information they want. How to sew a dress by hand for beginners. So if you know how to do that, great. That's another potential blog article. How to sew a baby dress by hand. That's getting a lot more. It's 170 people a month. So that's pretty strong. So the point being, you can go through here and you can dig deeper and deeper. So let's say, okay, we know that we want to make a course, or we want to make an ultimate blog post on how to sew a dress step by step. What I would do then is I would type in how to sew a dress step by step, and I would click suggest, and Ubersuggest returns 32 different options for this. So how to sew a dress step by step, 590 people. How to sew a dress step by step PDF, 90 people are searching for that. So if you make this big tutorial here, you can make a downloadable PDF version of your tutorial and capture people, capture emails. And you could email those people about courses that you make or new blog content that you put out and things like that. How to make a dress step by step with pictures. Great. You can include a ton of pictures in your article and add those keywords to it. Let's see, what else do we have here? How to make a corset dress step by step. 50 people. So you can see that these are pretty low volume keywords as we go down, but you can clearly see that you can make blog posts for I don't know, how to sew a dress step by step with pictures, has 390. There's another 170 for the same term up here, another 590 for how to sew a dress step by step. So if you have a website on sewing dresses or making dresses, then you can include all of these things. You can make them individual articles, or you can make one massive tutorial or course with all these different topics within it. And you can repeat this process for, I mean, essentially an infinite combination of keywords. So I hope this helps you get started on your blog and get started writing, and I will see you in future videos. Thanks.